Blessings, everyone. Today I would like to offer, this is the Soul Lessons Oracle and also the ArchAngel Oracle. Because there's been so many downloads and messages recently, and a lot of us are just kind of working with the retrograde energy and the holidays. Many of us have festivities that are around this time of year. It can bring up a lot of ancestral karma. It can bring a lot of shadow work going on, kind of with the retrograde, looking at things that we've experienced already in the past. And so I'm asking Spirit to help just give a little guidance, a little support during this time to let us know the path that we're on. They hear us, they see us. Give a little guidance as to something that we can contemplate on going through this energy. First, I would like to say thank you to Source for allowing me to be a medium of light. And I ask the angels to please step forward to help bring a message for the highest good. Thank you, I'm grateful. I'm with the Soul Oracle because it's geared for the soul. It's not about shuffling the energy that I usually do. When I shuffle the cards, I usually do 3. And one is for Source. The second one is for Spirit and Higher Self. And the third is Soul. Because this is a soul-orientated energy, I'm just going to shuffle until they say enough and then have me pick the card. So, one more. Now, what I do is I just kind of, whoops, this one came out right away. Take the lead. It's interesting because it's always the synchronicity, and they do this to let me know that they are close. I just shared on X a video that I had taken of Saturn not so long ago, a few years back. And it kept coming to the forefront about the planets. I was just explaining to Sasha about this beautiful, I don't know what you call it, sculpture that kind of kept time with the planets. And so the fact that this came out is just a validation. And what they're saying is that there are so many endless possibilities around us right now. Many of us are speaking of the manifestation, bringing things into actuality, wanting the highest good, the best life for ourselves. And we ask the universe, God, Source, Higher Self, Deity, whatever words we like to give, for this manifestation, this alignment, this guidance for our highest good. And what I'm hearing is we need to take the first step. In order for anything to come into actuality in our world, in order for anything to vibrate at the frequency we're asking, we need to step into that space. We are co-creators. Everyone who works with Divine Mother understands that when we call on this space, this frequency, when we're looking for these alignments, when we want the job interview, when we want the career boost, when we want to receive the financial gain, when we want the health to improve, all of these things, these miracles are within us as well, because we are co-creating that. We are co-creating the frequency by being in the frequency and understanding that there isn't a lack of it. And this is part of taking the first step. The idea that we manifest and leave that out to the universe, write it in a journal, write it on an inspiration board and then push it out there and then just wait for it to appear because it's our birthright. There is a reason we are breathing and we have experience, because we chose to be here. And with that, we also choose, pardon my speech, we also choose how we go about experiencing these things. There is a free will, and this free will allows us to co-create. And what does that mean? That means that when we hear these gurus say things like manifest and all we have to do is sit back and watch these things appear by our birthright. We have appeared. We are our birthright. But we are alchemists. And if we want our story to turn to gold, we have to take the first step on the ladder towards that. If we want that magic career, then we have to become the magic. We need to go into that space and create that space for ourselves to attract it to us. It's there. It's already vibrating that frequency. Once it comes into our awareness and we acknowledge that we want this space, we have created that first vibration. But in order to have it fully, we need to make choices, active choices, and start stepping into that space so that we may align it. We may bring it into our actuality. Everything is existing. It's vibrating at different frequencies, already in place. That magic job that we want, that dream job, is our job. But how do we get it then? What's the first step? Searching for a job, any job. Understanding that everything that comes to us that's meant for us is a step on the ladder. And in order to get there, we have to show the universe we're trying. We don't just sit back and wait for it to happen. If that was the case, we wouldn't even be here, because we have the desire to expand our consciousness. So we wanted to take the challenge of Earth School. And that means that is how we continuously receive, by stepping into that space. Just like we did life, in order to actualize these things that we're asking, we need to step into the space. We are co-creating over and over and over again layers of life that exist in other frequencies just by vibrating into that awareness. Now, the next one is the angels, and I'm going to ask the angels to please step forward to help bring a message for the highest good. And this one I will shuffle 3 times so that I might align with Source, Spirit, Higher Self, and now Soul. And as the angels step forward, their frequency is so beautiful. I'm just going to pull the card, and they say to take this one. And this is Guardian Angel. Love yourself unconditionally and ask for help. So they're saying they're here. They're waiting for us to ask. But they want us to take the first step. They want us to have the sand castles. They want us to have the abundance. And it's all around us in everything. But it's like, instead of taking off the rose-colored glasses, we have to put them on and we have to see it. And as we start to recognize it, and as we start to realize that we are co-creating this, we get in that heart space and we ask them for help, and they'll show us. They'll show us the first step on the ladder. And sometimes we don't want to understand, because we're told, we're fed by so many spiritual bypasses, that we are to just manifest the secret. This isn't how it works. Spirit is saying that we came here to experience, so we need part of the journey. If there's something that's meant for us, part of expanding in our consciousness and our heart space, our awareness, is the beautiful experience of moving towards what is meant for us. It's not just about vibrating the frequency and it comes to us out of the clear blue. It is stepping into that space. We're meeting the universe halfway. We are rising up to this. We're understanding what it takes to be in that space. All of this is part of the expanding the consciousness. It makes us understand co-creation. It helps us to understand source and how source, we are that. We are this. We are that spark. We are that breath. We are that light. We are the expression of this. We are the miracle. We are the abundance. And the angels are asking, in order to help, we have to be willing. And they will guide us. The angels will always guide us to the first step of the ladder. But we have to surrender the concept of what that is. Sometimes we think the first step of the ladder might be that we're going to go to that job interview. But actually, they're saying maybe the first step of the ladder is realizing what we really want. And that's easier said than done. They say everybody knows they want to be rich. But intention through the heart space creates purpose. And what is that purpose? Once we align with that, and then we can understand the frequency, and then we co-create, and they're pulling their energy back. They don't want to make it complicated. There's books and videos and seminars and lectures and so on about all of this. And it isn't as complicated as it seems. Those people that are putting these things out there are making money. This information comes from within. When we have stillness and we listen, the angels never charge us. The universe isn't charging us for anything. We weren't charged to have the breath of life. We will not have to pay to co-create. We need to understand, we need to surrender, and then step forward as we are guided. Trust the process and trust what we're being shown. And from this space, the miracles that are already there will start to be recognized and seen, felt, experienced. Much love, everyone. Many beautiful blessings. Thank you for allowing me to share this with you.